Hey everybody, welcome to the Cardboard Cave. We're here to do a video that I probably shouldn't do, and I most certainly would not do if I were a monetized channel, so you can be thankful that I'm not, that I don't get paid for these. There's no way I'd do this. I'm pretty sure this would be a bad idea. But I'm going to make a long story short. It's not even a long story to begin with. I reviewed Dr. Pepper Blackberry, zero sugar. And I made a comment that to me it tasted 50% like Dr. Pepper and 50% like NyQuil cold and cough syrup. And I didn't mean that in a bad way because I really enjoy the taste of NyQuil cough syrup. And my friend Johnny called me out and said basically that I have to be literally the only person who has ever compared a drink to cough syrup and meant it as a good thing. And he might be right about that. And then my brother challenged me, and I'm sure he was joking, but he should know better, challenged me to do it, to mix NyQuil and Dr. Pepper Zero and see if I was right. So I'm like, hey, why not? So this is another chance, not that many of you even watched the video to begin with. I guess there's not much hype for this, or YouTube chose not to put it through the algorithm or whatever, but the Blackberry Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar I ended up rating a 7.5 out of 10. When it's cold out of the can, I said it totally collapsed when you put it on ice. But out of the can, it's pretty good. But I said it's like an alternate universe Dr. Pepper Zero. Again, NyQuil, cough syrup, and Dr. Pepper mixed, but not in a bad way, not in an abrasive way. But now I've got a chance to not only try my concoction, and I'm going to do it. I'm about ready for bed anyways, and now it's terrible, but NyQuil helps me sleep, so at least I'll get a little bit of benefit out of it. Do not take medicine unless it's as directed and you're an adult and you're taking it as directed. That being said, I'm trying this, about to lay down in bed anyway, so if I get drowsy, it's not a big deal. I've been having a hard time sleeping anyway, so really, yeah, not a big deal. But I also have a chance to try it back to back with regular Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, so I can now directly compare these. I never make thumbnails. If you've noticed, I never remember to intentionally make a thumbnail for my videos. So it's always something ridiculous that I'm pulling from the video itself. I probably wouldn't even use that after I did that. Anyway, so here's Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Drinking all this caffeine is going to undo everything that this NyQuil is going to do for me. Yeah, I stand by my judgment. There's definitely some Dr. Pepper taste in this, and there's definitely some NyQuil cold and cough syrup. So here we go. My brother, I think he's trying to kill me. He recommended that I make some 50-50 because I said 50-50 in the video. What I meant when I said 50-50 is it tastes 50% like the NyQuil and 50% like the Dr. Pepper. But I'm assuming that NyQuil has a much stronger flavor per ounce than Dr. Pepper. But this is total guesswork. I'm not making a recipe for you to follow at home because you should not do this. Do not do this if you're watching this. I'm doing this responsibly. I'm about to go to sleep anyways. I always have foot pain. I have chronic foot pain, so this has some pain reliever in it, and it'll help me sleep, so it's not the worst thing to do. But I don't normally take medicine I don't need to take, just to make that clear. But I'm just going to try enough to get a good drink. Like that's enough to get a really good, maybe 2 really good swallows. Something like that. I don't know, what is that? Probably 2 ounces or something, give or take 3 ounces. I don't know. And here we go. I'm not going to advertise the medicine. That just seems like overkill. In fact, I'll come clean. I actually use, I don't know how to say it. Quercetin. Quercetin. It's basically NyQuil cold and cough syrup for people that have high blood pressure. It removes some of the ingredients that can elevate your blood pressure. So it's healthier for somebody like me. But this is this is what I call NyQuil now because this is what I take. But I feel like it tastes the same. Like this is exactly how I remember cherry NyQuil tasting. But I wanted to be fair about that. And I don't know how much to add into this. A full dose is a cup, 30 milliliters, so up to here. I'm thinking maybe half of a dose would do it. I mean, might as well help myself sleep, you know? I think that's probably half a dose. And I think that's going to be strong enough for this. And why not? Like I said, I need some good sleep tonight, so what is that, like 2/3 of a dose, something like that? I think that'll be enough to help with the sleeping and with the right amount of flavor. So here we go. I really do love the way that stuff tastes. Granted, part of it is when you're sick and just the relief of it going down your throat is part of it. Like, I don't know if I would buy a drink that tastes like NyQuil. Let's mix it up here. Ooh, it's turning a pretty, I don't know if that's really showing up, but it's, in person, it's turning the Dr. Pepper more of a pretty pink color. That's cool. Gonna mix it up really good there. See if I can get you a good view there, because that is a pretty pink. Why is that so hard to show you on camera? It's just not showing up. But it's turned it a pretty color. Just have to take my word for it. Maybe if I get the light, let's see if I get the light to shine through it a little bit. Not really. Oh my goodness, it just smells like NyQuil now. I probably added way too much. All right, here we go. This is the test. Dr. Pepper Blackberry, I said was 50% NyQuil, 50% Dr. Pepper. Let's see. Okay. I think I added way too much of the NyQuil. Oh my God. All right, that was way too much of the NyQuil. That was not good. You know, I've never tasted this when I'm not sick. Maybe it's not actually good. Let's add some more Dr. Pepper in there. Mix it around a little bit. I needed way less of it. Way less than 2/3 of a dose. I don't know what I was thinking there. This has no flavor after doing that. That is so stinking strong. Listen to my brother. I blame him. Because I was just going to add a little bit. But then I know he just goaded me on. He wasn't serious. But he said do 50-50. And let me tell you, that was nowhere near 50-50, and it was still way too much NyQuil. That was way too strong. That was not a pleasant cherry flavor. Oh God, that's awful. How does it make this so bad? I don't think this stuff tastes that bad straight. It's strong. Okay. Maybe I need to just save this for when I'm sick, because that's terrible. That's disappointing. The results are inconclusive because I used way too much of the medicine. Way too much. It is totally overpowering. It makes this taste like nothing. And I'm not going to do it again because here I am drinking Dr. Pepper Zero, which has how much caffeine? Gosh, they write it so small. 55 milligrams for 16 ounces. And I probably drank, what, 6 ounces or something? So I am ingesting caffeine, and this has caffeine too. I mean, I assume it's the same. Yeah, it's 41 per 12 ounces. That's probably the same. Here I'm ingesting all this caffeine while I'm taking something to help me sleep. The height of idiocy. So I'm going to shut this off. Results inconclusive. But next time, there won't be a next time. In hindsight, I should have just added a dab. A dab will do you. just a dab of the NyQuil and the Dr. Pepper zero sugar. Would have probably given a more fair test, but that tasted like disgusting medicine. So, fail.